Hello and welcome to another exterior video where I work on my truck. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. And on today's video I'm gonna be doing some more upgrades to my truck, primarily more for communication. Whenever we're out on a trail, we always use, for the most part, we use the walkie-talkie, handheld radios. They're okay, they're great to have it, but I always wanted to have a radio inside my truck that is, I think, will be more powerful and much better. So after a few months of doing some research, looking around, checking the prices, checking the radios, I went with this radio, Midland 275 GMRS radio. And I actually got very lucky with this radio. I found it on eBay for under $100, so I was pretty happy. And why I also wanted to have this radio, because all the buttons are on the microphone itself and the unit can be hidden. But let's open it up. Let me show you guys what's inside. It comes pretty much with everything that you need. So here is the radio itself. It's very compact, very small. I really wanted to have this because I can hide it somewhere inside. This is gonna be tied into my power. And this is the microphone here itself. So over here, all the buttons over here, I don't have to worry about this to be somewhere near visible. I can hide it. So all I'm gonna do is just all I'm gonna have is this exposed, everything else is gonna be hidden. It also comes with a mounting clip for the radio. It comes with a cigarette lighter power, but of course I'm gonna cut this and I'm gonna hardwire it to my fuse panel. Of course it comes with the stickers. You always have to have stickers. And it also comes with this with a cable and antenna, but I know all the guys gonna make fun of me of my little antenna, so I don't really want to run this. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. It's gonna work. You can simply just run the wire and mount the antenna somewhere like that. It's nothing wrong with it. It's gonna work. But I also, besides this antenna, I picked up another antenna. So after searching around, looking at different antennas from Midland and other brands, the ones I wanted are super expensive, way over $200. But I got lucky. I was able to find this gorgeous looking antenna. This is a 43-inch antenna by the company called Retevis. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And it comes with everything. It comes with antenna. It comes with this spring-loaded base, a much thicker, better cable, a connector, and a mounting bracket. I may not use this bracket. We'll see how I'm gonna mount it. My plan is to mount over here somewhere on the front of my bumper. And the only reason why I went with this, because I got it on sale for only about $80. So I think that's a big deal. How's gonna be the quality is questionable, but we'll see. This is a 6.5 dB antenna, so that's something to keep in mind. When you're up in the mountains, you're probably better off with a 3.5 dB antennas, but this is completely different topic. We may talk about this later. But as of now, this is all I got, guys. So I'm gonna start working mounting my antenna, and then I'm gonna start working running the cable to the inside to see where I'm gonna exactly mount all of this. And as I go, I'm gonna try to show you guys. So my plan is to mount the base over here. Now, in order to do that, I'm thinking to wrap this U-bolt with this hose I have. That way I don't have just this sticking out and going against the metal on metal, so it's like a very hard plastic hose. So I'm gonna estimate it, cut it, and bolt it over here. And I'm also probably gonna cut this excess of the bolts as well, because it's too long. It will work here pretty good, but I want it on the side. Alright, the base is installed. I think it sits pretty sturdy. So now I can work on mounting this, and this is very nice and easy. This you can just simply slide it in here, just undo all of this, pass the cable, and tighten it up over here. This is a pretty nice design, I feel like. So now I can make this tight and start routing the cable in. The base is mounted and the spring is mounted, so all it's left is just to mount the antenna, which is simply screw it in here, and that's it. And it's done. Maybe it's a little bit crooked. I'm gonna try to adjust the bracket, but this is done. And this looks pretty good. Now the only downside, there is no security screw going in here, so at any given moment anybody can unscrew it, but just something to keep in mind. But other than that, this is done. this is mounted. So now I'm gonna work on routing the cable inside, and I can start working on assembling all of this inside as well. Now I also got this cable extension, and I'm gonna show you guys later why I got it. I had some ideas why I wanted this. Now when running the antenna cable, it's very important when you have a lot of slack, you don't want to just coil it up with a tight coil and leave it somewhere, because that's gonna create a lot of interference. If you can go the longest way around and stay away from electric as much as possible. So in my case, the cable is pretty long, so I'm gonna route along the side of the grill, go on this side, and this still gonna be plenty enough for me to get it to my location where I need it. And as you can see, this end is very small. You put a connector here at the end, so it's gonna be easy to pass the cable through the firewall. But for now, I'm gonna work on routing the cable and bringing it inside. So I'm working getting my wire in. I'm getting through the firewall over there. And to make my life easier, just push the piece of you can use like a coil hanger, or have a special tool for that, and just pass it through the firewall. So now the wire is on the inside. So I cut off the cigarette lighter, because this is gonna be wired directly into my fuse panel, and then this is gonna be powering up the unit. So now I'm just wanna look where exactly I'm gonna mount it. I wanna mount it somewhere hidden, out of the way, even though it's very nice and compact and small unit. But anyways, I'm probably gonna mount the dash, we'll see. But also I got this cable, which is pretty much an extension, which is gonna be plugged in into here, right? But this plug, I'm actually thinking to make a hole over here, and that's gonna be over here. That way I don't have to have a microphone cable going somewhere somehow not nice. It's just gonna be in here connected nicely. At least that's an idea. So now let me work on mounting this somewhere, and then I can start routing all the wires. All right, the wires are connected and a fuse in place, additional fuse. The wire lead that it comes with, it already has a built-in fuse, but I don't think it's gonna hurt to have another fuse. I may remove the one that's on the wire eventually, or maybe not. Alright, so this is where I ended up mounting my unit. What I did, I used a big zip tie, and it's wrapped around the frame over there, but this is solid, it's not going anywhere. I know this might be not the prettiest way to mount it, but it's in place. The antenna is also already connected. I just have to fix up the wires over here, connect my power, and in the end I'm probably gonna leave it the port like that over here. I'm probably gonna abandon this idea. I'm gonna keep it for a few days. I'll see how it's gonna be. That way I'm not gonna drill any holes over here, and the cable just gonna go directly down into the unit right there. So this is pretty much straight pass. Alright, so now my next step is trying to figure out how I'm gonna mount two microphones in here. So I'm gonna work on that, trying to figure out. I picked up some brackets, but I don't know if that's gonna work out or not. Something like this, maybe, maybe not too bad. So let me play with that, guys, and I'll show you what happened. Okay, so I bended this bracket like that. So at one side it's at the angle, on the other side it's straight bent, and it's pretty much goes in here perfect. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make two new holes over here, so I can drive two screws on this side, and on the other side just gonna put one screw, and that should be good. Once I do that, I'm gonna measure where these clips has to go, make the holes through so I can bolt it as well, and then I'm probably gonna paint this bracket as well, because why not, right? So this is the kind of bracket I came up with. As you can see, it's all painted, the clips are mounted, and I bolted it from both sides. And once again I'm losing daylight because I'm also was working on this truck. I just finished replacing this fan actuator as well, same as on my truck. I put the same brand over here because this truck had the same issue. So was doing a few projects today. But anyways, now I'm gonna try to screw this inside and gonna see if the mics are gonna be in a good spot over there. Alright guys, so this is how it came out. Looks pretty good. So this is my radio, goes in here, and this is my PA system, goes in here as well. Came out pretty good, I think. Yep, came out pretty good. One screw in there and two screws in there, and that's it. Staying in place, it's not going anywhere. Right guys, another project successfully done. Everything wired up, everything is connected and mounted. The antenna is mounted. I actually had it on for a few days already. One thing, as you drive at high speed, I noticed the antenna is going back a little bit, but this is completely normal. It's still all solid over here. It didn't move, didn't shift or anything. So I'm very happy how it all came out. So as you can see guys, everything is wired up and everything is working just fine. Cannot wait to get out on a trail with my friends and test these radios out there. So probably that's gonna be a different video when I'm gonna be testing it, programming it and testing it, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work just fine. So on this note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you might find it helpful, and as always, until next time, everybody, bye.